we're gonna make something that'll be perfect for his lunchbox, and these can stay good in a cooler or just even at room temperature for I'd say up to 3 to 4 hours. We do use chicken in them, so it's a really good source of protein, and we have some sneaky veggies in them. So we're basically making a chicken nugget, but it's more like a chicken popper because it's just a little ball with some flavoring, some spices, some cheese, and some ground meat. So I'm starting with 1 pound of ground chicken, and I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. This gives it a lot of salt, a lot of flavor. And I'll have you grate up 2 zucchini.
Sure.
You can actually just grate it as fine as you want it. If you have really picky kids like Maddie, definitely I would say do the finest grate that you can so that they don't really know it's in there. If you really wanted to make it not visible at all, you could even peel the outside of the green so they don't see it, or yellow squash works really good. I found that when it comes to any zucchini recipe, if I just use yellow squash, it blends in really well. She doesn't see green, it gives her a lot of nutrition, and she never knows it's in there. So you just want 2 cups of ground zucchini, so that's 1 to 2 zucchini for this recipe. Then I'm gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm gonna start to kind of mix this in, and that looks like it's about 2 cups.
Does look pretty good.
So we can go ahead and add that to the bowl.
Okay.
Okay, so I lined a sheet pan with parchment paper and a cooling rack. If you have one of these, it's great for nuggets or fries because then it cooks it the whole way around and makes it really crispy, not just on the top and soggy bottom, but it cooks it the whole way around.
I never knew that.
And then these little ice cream scoops are perfect.
Love those. It's my favorite tool in the kitchen.
And you can kind of just scoop it out and directly like that, or you can kind of give it a little shaping in your hands. Do you remember our first day of school when we were little?
I remember being nervous.
Yeah, I think that's every kid. I think that's really natural. Do you think Easton gets nervous?
Oh yeah, he even said, Mom, I feel nervous.
Even the bravest of them all, little Easton gets nervous.
That's why, as a teacher, I knew that all of my students that they were coming in, as excited as they were to see all their friends after a whole summer, I knew how they were feeling. So I made sure to give them extra love. I let their parents, granted I was teaching 2nd grade, come in to like see them goodbye. And it's a big day. I mean, there's a lot of emotions for kids that first day of school. Mom would write a note every day. She'd give us a brown paper bag with our lunch, and she'd always put a note in there. And I remember midday, halfway through the day, to open that up. Yeah, meant so much. And it just took her a few minutes, but it made us feel very much thought of.
It's true. Well, these chicken nuggets are ready for the oven. I'm gonna bake them 400 degrees for about 25 minutes until they're cooked all the way through.